Oh my goodness, give it up for James. Oh, really great comics, great musician. This is very, very cool. This is, hey, being an alcoholic pays off. You get a good show. Awesome show. James works for the newspaper. Or used to, right? That's a done deal. Every now and then, I'm sure you've been in this position where you'll be the giver or the receiver, where you get a call from an ex that you broke up with, begging you back, or you've been that person, and it's so pathetic when that person is crawling back to you. I feel that way whenever I get a call from the LA Times trying to get me to subscribe. Anytime, I feel so bad for the person calling me on the phone to subscribe to the LA Times. Because like if you're trying to sell me the LA Times, basically you're like, Jim, wouldn't you love something that tells you the news from yesterday? That's more or less what the LA, it's so sad, their selling technique now. Like on Sunday, their big thing is it's full of coupons. Never do they mention news anymore. Never once do they mention news. Like, it's getting to the point where I half expect the guy to say, you know the big bag it comes in? If you have a dog, you can use that for poop. That's the LA Times.
Sign me up.
I feel about the LA Times the way my dad probably felt when the Iceman called. Like, you know what, we have a refrigerator now, so probably don't need the Iceman, but thanks for fucking my wife. That's pretty much how I feel about that. My dad was a World War II veteran, no doubt, greatest generation. It's been said many times over and over, they were the greatest generation, they saved the whole world. That's absolutely true. You can't get around that. I'm very proud of my father. Absolutely, absolutely. But it's worth remembering that my dad's generation, right around Halloween, there was a good chance they were going to go to a party dressed in blackface or as an Oriental. Man, my dad's generation was racist. What I like about my dad's generations of racism is they were racist against so many people, you almost wonder how they had time to do anything else. Like, my dad's generation was just so unbearably racist and dismissively racist. Like, racists now are at least ashamed. Back then, that's just kind of how you were. You were just racist. That's just how it was. And, of course, all the races reacted different to trying to get their piece of the American dream. Like, the racism against black people was, you're stupid, you can't read. And the black people reacted by saying, yeah, because you made it illegal for us to go to school. How about you let us fucking go to school? And Asians were like, how about you just quit fucking blowing us up and murdering us on the railroad? How about you just stop doing that? Of course, I'm Irish, and there is, of course, racism against Irish. So what they said about us was, they said, you guys are dirty drunks, and the Irish's reaction was to go, yep. Yeah, you nailed us. I will fucking drink to that. I am Irish, but luckily I managed to avoid the alcoholism. More a prescription pill man, me. I actually really do enjoy Vicodin now and then. I was prescribed Vicodin for back pain, and my God, it was great. It was great. Like, seriously, if you're moving, I will help you move a couch. I will that is fine. I'll fucking one-arm it, lift it with my legs. I got no both my fucking back. I don't care. That's why I don't trust doctors, because doctors gave me Vicodin. You're not good at your job, sir. You gave me Vicodin. Also, doctors will tell you that you shouldn't mix Vicodin and vodka. And they're crazy, because that's awesome. That is a good time. That is a very, very good time. And of course, doctors will say, well, if you do that, it'll ruin your liver. And I always am like, does it seem like I'm enjoying my life? I mean, really, come on. I mean, I'd like to kill myself, I just don't have the courage. Give me the fucking Vicodin. I want to die faster than alcoholism, but slower than rope. That's my philosophy. Really. That is my philosophy. I'm going to tell you a story, and I want to preface this by saying I apologize for what you're about to hear. This is the story of me having sex. Now look, I don't like it any more than you do. If I could tell you the story and I wasn't involved in the story, I would, because I don't like to picture me naked either. But that's just how the fucking story goes. So just imagine anybody else in the role of the guy. Anyway, I'm having sex with this woman because she agreed to have sex with me. That is why it is happening. And that's probably the most romantic thing that I could ever say about sex, is that we reached an accord. Sex was going to be had. And this woman wanted to play sexy music while we did something very closely approximating making love. She wanted to play sexy music, which is fine. I don't need a soundtrack, but it's fine. But the music she picked, and this is a true story, is she played Adele. Adele to have sex to. And Adele is good music. It's not sexy music. It's depressing music. Like, it's sad music. Except that now, when I hear Adele on the radio, pretty fucking sexy. Because every time I hear the song, I'm like, all right, that time that lady let me see her things naked. That was pretty great. So I think women have it backwards. You know, sex doesn't, music doesn't make sex better. Sex just makes anything you're listening to sexy. Like, if a woman wanted to have sex while we were listening to Tennessee Ernie Ford, then for the rest of my life, Tennessee Ernie Ford would be sexy. I'd hear it on the radio. You load 16 tons, what do you get? A boner. That's good. Like, if I knew a girl who wanted to have sex while listening to the recording of a 911 call, fine, let's go ahead. The rest of my life, every time I heard about a house fire, I'd be like, oh, fuck, that is sexy.